Etsy sellers, if you are feeling confused or scared or frustrated about Etsy's recent policy crackdown, you are not alone. Shops are being suspended, listings are being removed, and this is all happening very fast. But what exactly changed? And more importantly, what do you need to do to protect your business? Today, I'm going to give you the full breakdown, word-for-word quotes from Etsy with tactical examples and a shop saving list for you to use to make sure that nothing happens to your shop. Because while other shops might be panicking right now, top sellers, they are adapting fast and gaining visibility. In this video, we'll show you how to stay compliant, how to stay live, and how to stay profitable on Etsy. So let's dive in. First, Etsy's new creativity standards. They're saying, we organized our existing policies into clearer categories and clarified what's allowed on Etsy, highlighting the role of each seller. So what are these categories? Number one, made by a seller. Now these are handmade or altered items using tools like Cricuts or 3D printers. Designed by a seller, these are original designs, even AI generated and maybe printed by partners. Sourced by a seller are supplies and templates for buyers to use creatively. And then handpicked by a seller could be vintage goods or even curated collections. Etsy is not being vague. It is more important than ever to accurately represent your items in order to meet buyers. And this means that your listings must match the role that you played or you risk removal. There have been 22% more listings removed. There have been 1.5 times more sellers suspended, and there have been 3.5 million Etsy scam accounts banned, as well as 70% improvement in enforcement precision. And they say we're deploying LLM-based detection to scale enforcement faster, more accurate, and more thorough. So basically, Etsy's AI is getting better at catching those violations before you even know they exist. So let's get tactical and talk about what you need to do right now. These are the exact steps that Etsy says you must take. Number one is to properly categorize everything. Transparency is key. So for example, if you design a card and then use a print-on-demand service, that is designed by a seller. So you have to have those categories correct. Number two is you want to complete your about section. I recommend adding photos of your workspace and you and your process. Why is this? Because Etsy will use this during policy reviews to verify legitimacy, right? The third thing you want to do is show real product photos. I recommend using the first image or video to show the actual physical item. If you want to use mockups, that is okay, but try not having it as the first photo and have the first photo be a real image of the item. The next thing you want to do is to remove risky keywords. Even saying things like inspired by, right? Inspired by Stanley, inspired by Chanel, that may not prevent you from receiving a notice of infringement. So avoid brand names, celebrities, or media references in your titles, tags, or descriptions. And yes, all three, titles, tags, and descriptions. The next thing is to wait before relisting flagged items. Okay, do not create additional listings unless the issue is for sure resolved, because Etsy does keep a record of every IP violation. So before you relist something, you're going to want to make sure even to reach out to Etsy chat just to get their approval so that you have on record that they have approved the listing being on the site. All right, your next step is to handle mature content properly, obscure the thumbnail, and tag the item as mature. Even with certain things like swimwear or festival costumes, some of that would be classified as mature. Let's talk about the cost of getting this wrong. Repeat reports of infringement may result in the loss of account privileges. We may close all shops the seller operates and revoke all Etsy access. So yes, even if you try to open a new account under your name or tax ID, Etsy cross-references data and shuts it down. Let's talk about some good news. Okay, Etsy's new support tools. Etsy says we're rolling out a new listing appeals process. They also launched the Ultimate Guide to Etsy Policy, which is basically their handbook that's revised. They said also coming soon are better in-app notifications. They also will roll out enhanced account security features. Alice from Etsy's Trust and Safety, she said, we know most sellers aren't willfully violating policies. You just need more support and guidance. They're trying to position this in a way where they don't want to be like cracking down on the sellers who are good, loyal sellers. They're just trying to put up more fences, you could say. All right, now let's recap with a checklist. And I have a more comprehensive checklist for compliance in the description. So go ahead, you'll see the link for this in the description and in the comments. But basically what we talked about today is assigning your listings to the correct creative category, fully completing your about section, replacing mockups with real product photos, and removing all risky keywords, as well as tagging obscure, mature content content. And then you can go ahead and download my full Etsy compliance PDF below, and it's a full checklist to make sure you don't make any mistakes that could shut your shop down. Make sure to subscribe if you like to receive these types of updates. And if you want to learn about more changes on Etsy, such as SEO updates, go ahead and check out this next video over here.